Hello everyone and welcome to Cricketing with Delonda. It's me again, Delonda, and thank you so much for joining me today. In today's tutorial, we have two goals. One, I'm going to show you how to access the free bundles that I found on the designbundles.net website. And two, I'm going to show you how to use two of the files that I found, and I got them put on a little glass tumbler, and I also made this super cute shirt for myself. My shirt says God bless America, and boy do we need that. There's a lot going on in the world, but we will not get into that in this tutorial. At the end of this video, if you find this tutorial helpful, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the bell for notifications, because I do upload new content every single week. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. The materials I'm going to use for this project include my Cricut Explore Air 2, my Cricut 9x9 Easy Press, a gray Gildan 100% cotton shirt. I'm using red HTV Ront heat transfer vinyl and blue glitter Royal HTV from Caesar. I'm using my silver and blue pen weeding tool. I'll use my green standard grip mat and a piece of parchment paper. For the glass, I'm using a glass from a set that I purchased on Amazon, and I'll be using Starcraft permanent adhesive vinyl. I'm using a red sheet and a blue sheet, and I'll use my Cricut Easy Press mat. Okay, so without further ado, let's get our files downloaded and head right into Cricut Design Space. The first thing I did was I went to the designbundles.net website and I clicked on the option for free designs. And the two that caught my eye were this Patriotic Libby Glass Wraps bundle. So I downloaded this already. And the next one that caught my eye was the All American bundle. And I downloaded that one also. I am going to show you how I use these two designs to make two projects just very quickly because they were free and I took advantage of that. So now let's head on over to Cricut Design Space. I am in Cricut Design Space and I'm connected to my Cricut Explore Air 2. The first thing I'm going to do is upload the two files that I plan to use. I'll do the t-shirt file first. I'm going to click on the file, click Add to Canvas. My plan is to put this design on a gray shirt. The shirt that I'm using is 100% cotton. I'm going to bring the view down on my screen right here by clicking in the bottom left corner. I'm going to bring the view down to right at 50%. When I look at this file, I can tell that it is a layered file. And if I wanted to make sure all of this was attached, the first thing I would have to do, if I click attach, all of the file would change to red. So I definitely don't want to do that. But I do want to only cut this with this part of my file with two mats. So what I have to do before I can attach it is I have to ungroup it. So I'm going to ungroup it. And now that will give me my two layers. That will give me my blue layer and that will give me my red layer. What I'm going to do is take the blue layer, all of these pieces of the blue layer, and I'm going to attach them. And then I can move this away from my red layer. I can select everything over here that's red and I can go ahead and attach that. So just like that. And I'm going to select this whole thing and I am going to group it and I'm going to change the width to 11.5. Okay, and that's the perfect size for me for this shirt design. So I'm finished with the shirt portion of this tutorial. Now let me upload the glass wrap. So I'm going to click this file right here. The one that I uploaded is the one that is called Stars, Stripes, and Hearts. I'm going to click Add to Canvas. And let me move all of this out of the way for now. And for this, now I want you to notice that this file has 4 layers. I don't want to use all 4 layers because these little, let me bring the view up so you can see that. Okay, just want you to be able to see these gray stars, I don't want those. And I don't want the stripes that are in the middle of the hearts. I don't want that at all. So the first thing I want to do is resize my file, because I actually need this to be 9.5 by 4.0. So I'm going to unlock it and just change the height to 4.0. Okay, that will be the perfect size. I'm going to bring the view back down and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. For the stripes that are the gray stripes that are in between those hearts, I'm just going to turn those off so that my hearts will just have clear stripes between them. That I want them just like that. Now for the little stars that are on top of the bigger stars, I am only going to select the stars here, which is the fourth layer. I'm going to hold my shift key down and I'm going to select the bigger stars. So I have two layers. And what I'm going to do with these two layers selected is I'm going to click slice. Okay. And when I do that, now that will remove those gray stars from the bigger star. So once I move these out, I don't want these stars. I'm going to delete those. I'm also going to move this away and I'm going to delete this layer of stars. So now I just have these stars, the big stars, that will fit nicely with those hearts. So instead of having four layers to put on the glass, I'll only have two, and that will make my life so much easier. So now I'm going to select over both of these and I will align them and I will center them so that they are perfectly fitted together. Okay. And so now I am ready to click make it. So I have my glass wrap and I have my t-shirt design and I am going to get this cut out. I'm going to click make it and I might have formats. Pretty sure I will. Okay. So I have my stars and then I have my other blue mat for the other part of my shirt. And then I have my hearts. Now the first layer is going to be heat transfer vinyl because that goes with the shirt. So I know I need to mirror this. This second layer is adhesive vinyl. So I know I don't need to mirror this. The third layer actually goes with my shirt. So I do need to mirror this and I hope this is not confusing. And then the fourth layer goes with the glass, and that's just how, Cricut Design Space chose to line these up for me, and I have to be okay with it. And so my fourth layer is adhesive vinyl and it does not need to be mirrored. So I am going to click continue. And this, might get a little tricky right here. So for my first mat, I am going to choose everyday iron on. And then once I unload the mat, I will move down to my third mat so that I can cut these two together. And then I'll cut mat 2 and mat 4 together. Okay. And hopefully this is not confusing for you. All right. Everything that I'll do from here will be back on the camera. I went back over to Cricut Design Space and I selected my third mat, and this mat has the glitter vinyl, the glitter HTV or the glitter iron-on. So I changed my settings to glitter iron-on and I selected more pressure. Okay, I'm going to get this cut. I'll speed this part up. Going to cut the red layer. The red layer is adhesive vinyl. Adhesive vinyl is cut with the pretty side up. Heat transfer vinyl is cut with the pretty side down. So you'll see the glitter, that's what's facing down. So HTV facing down, adhesive vinyl facing up. I'll speed this part up. Don't ask me what I was thinking when I thought it would be a good idea to weed these little tiny stars out, but it's too late now. I have to go with it. So I think when I was mentioning my materials, I failed to mention that I would need transfer tape and a squeegee. So I'll make sure it's linked below this video. I'm using a piece of transfer tape. I'm just going to use the taco method to get this placed down on top of my first layer, which will be the hearts. Did you know that transfer tape is reusable as long as it's still sticky? So this is a piece of transfer tape that I used before, and it is definitely still usable because it is still sticky. So now this is where my transfer tape and my parchment paper is going to come in handy. I'm going to use this, well, I might use this parchment paper. I might have to use a Teflon sheet for my shirt. We'll see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get this removed, peel the design away from the backing, and I will get my other mat with the stars on it, and I'll put the parchment paper on top of the stars, and I'll get this lined up as best as I can. What the parchment paper is doing is kind of just acting as a barrier so that I don't place this down without it being lined up exactly where I want it. So I have transfer tape on here. The transfer tape is longer than the parchment paper. I'm going to remove the parchment paper slowly, and then I'll start to get this burnished down. So now it's lined up exactly where I want it. Now I see something going on with these hearts right here that I'm not sure about. I'm not sure what happened with those hearts, but they're going to have to be okay. Some kind of way, my heart got wrinkled a little bit, but it's going to be just fine. So when I transfer this to my glass, I'll be transferring all of it at one time. Before I start to wrap this glass, let me just say this was a little bit tricky. So if you know a better way, a faster way, a more efficient way, a simpler way, do it your way. My way just ended up working for me, but it was a little minor disaster. And I hope I said I'm going to press the red layer first, because the blue layer is glitter HTV and glitter should be the top layer. I am going to trust that this is the middle of my shirt, and I'm going to put a sheet of Teflon on top, and I'm going to have to press this twice because my easy press is not big enough for the whole design. Set to 350 degrees. I feel like I got it good. That is the first layer. Scoot that out so you can see it really, really good. And let's get the blue layer. Now, I did lose some of my stars when I was weeding, but I think it's still going to be cute. Okay, we're ready. Now I will get my Teflon sheets, and I'm going to do firm pressure, and I'm going to keep it on the design for the full 20 seconds, 350 degrees. Go. There we go. What am I going to say? I love it. I love it. I absolutely love how this turned out. Look at that. Look at my shirt. Oh my goodness. Okay, so look, I used 2 free bundles that are available right now in design bundles for 5 more days. Depending on when you're watching this video, today's date is July 3rd, 2022. So if you're watching this video within the next 5 days, you have time to get these bundles downloaded free from Design Bundles. So if you found this tutorial helpful, please consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the bell for notifications, because I do upload new content every single week. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks for watching. Bye.